How much money can you save with a variable speed pool pump versus a single speed pool pump? Holy cow, I have a ton of content on this subject specifically. This whole wall of pipes behind me was built just to test and prove and just beat this subject to death and show you how you save money with variable speed pumps. So I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll put a bunch of links down in the description here, and you can go and watch those videos, but I'm going to summarize for you here with this video. So the way they save money with a variable speed pump is very simple. You turn down the motor RPM, and there's a non-linear drop in the power consumption. There's a linear drop in the flow rate, non-linear drop in power consumption. Let me break it down further. So we start with a full speed pool pump, 3,450 RPM. And we're going to pick a number, 100 gallons per minute. So we're going to turn the RPM down by half. So now we're at 1,750 RPM. The flow rate has dropped from 100 gallons per minute to 50 gallons per minute. See, linear with the motor RPM. But the amount of power has dropped dramatically. We use 1/8 the amount of power that we were using at full speed. Like, that's a huge drop. You're using a very small amount of power. You're still moving a ton of water here at 50 gallons per minute. So take it one step further. What if we turned it down by another half? Well, we use about 1/8 of that amount of power, which is 1/64th the amount of power that we were using at full speed, and we're still getting 25 gallons per minute in this equation. Very simply, this is how you save money with a variable speed pump. Now, enter in the very important consideration that every pool is unique. You can't just buy a pool pump, crank it down to the absolute lowest level and be like, perfect, now I'm saving all this money. That's like having all the lighting in your home on like dimmer switches, but it's so dim you can't see anything and you're walking into the walls. Like, that's the literal comparison here. You need to turn up the lights sometimes, right? Sometimes you need to be able to see what's going on. And that's how a pool pump works. It needs to run at, kind of medium speeds sometimes and higher speeds sometimes. And I have a ton of videos about this content as well, explaining how do you know like what speeds to run at, things like that. It's a whole separate subject unto itself, but condensed here, just you need to know you can save money with the variable speed pump by utilizing that non-linear drop in the power consumption. And you could benefit massively by it, but you can't ignore the requirements of your pool for things like flow rate, for filtration, and for your skimmers to work and collect the leaves that are floating on the surface, and things like your heater to run and your salt chlorinator to operate. They need minimum operational speeds or operational flow rates in order to operate. And so the point of this is that it's a consideration. It's a nuanced, balanced consideration here. You can save money with variable speed pumps by utilizing that nonlinear drop in power consumption, but you have to consider the needs of your pool, and you have to dial in the filtration flow rates for the equipment that you have, the size of the pool, the amount of turnover that you need in terms of filtration. It's a whole subject. I'll put more links down in the description there for that. So I hope you found this information helpful. If you did, please like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you can check out my website, swimmingpoolsteve.com.